I'm doing entertainment, pop culture, stuff like that. I got this here from a channel called Joe Morris. So, not for nothing, before I start, nothing against Joe. If you enjoy his channel, check him out. That's cool. However, he doesn't always provide all the facts and links and things like that with his articles. Now, I don't provide links either, mostly because I'm busy and I clip and paste a lot of stuff. However, what I do always provide is the article publisher. You'll know. Mail Online, People, Newsweek, so it'll just take a quick Google search to find. But here we just get the clip out. So let's take a look at it, what the info is here, then I'll say a little bit more on just some other content creation stuff. Hotel security in Tel Aviv says Amber and her girlfriend were staying at our hotel when neighbors began to complain about the noise coming from their room. We ran upstairs and the door was ajar. We heard glass breaking and Amber yelling something along the lines of, "You support so and so." We go in because it sounded violent. That's when the shorter woman with the brown hair ran to the corner and cowered. Amber immediately ran to the bathroom and wrapped her hand up in a bandage. She told us to get out as she's a paying customer, and that's when the woman cowering in the corner made a run for the door. The situation de-escalated, so we left, but our security cameras captured what looked like topless Amber dragging Eve back into her room. Now, first of all, hey, it might be true. Can't say for sure. However, there's some issues with the writing here. First, they say the woman with the brown hair, but then they call her Eve. Why not just start calling her Eve from the beginning? It almost seems like they want you to think that it's Eve and they don't know it, but then they mention Eve, so it's a little bit disjointed. Also, as I'll point out in a minute, I think a lot of times news these days is catered to what they think people want to hear. So they write something they think you want to hear, they publish it, and they hope for those clicks. The thing is, usually they should provide something. A photo, a video clip, an inside source, I guess, works, but it's not great because there's no visuals, nothing tangible. But if you get my drift, there should be something with it. And this is what they got. Let's take a closer look at this little footage, so to speak. Here it is. I don't know, it's kind of weird looking. It almost looks like the person has like a wig floating on top of their head or something. This allegedly was from a video clip, so I don't know. Seems like there'd be a little clip up there. If they're going to publish this, then I guess they should be publishing everything. And I will say, it looks real, but then again, that's not so hard to fake. I mean, the reason I think it might be a real article we can't find is because 1,200 shares seems about right for an article that's been out for this time interval, probably about 24 hours now or something like that. But then again, nothing here seems very difficult to fake. And here's what some people were saying over on Joseph's channel. I hope this shakes out to be true. Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. I think that's a lot of people's sentiment out there. It's probably not. We have no idea. But you know what? If it did, that would prove that Johnny was on the right side of history even further and further. And the next comment down there, well, as you can see, not very nice and assumes it's true, which a lot of the comments do, by the way. Or they don't care if it's true or not. They're just pitching in their opinion as if it is true. And Matthew does say something we know is factual here. Why is Amber flying around the world when she owes a large debt she cannot pay? If I was the judge and saw this, I would order her to be grounded somehow. How is she going to pay for the money she lawfully owes if she's going to blow the little bit she has left? Class breaking, doesn't that sound familiar? Okay, didn't realize that last line there actually pertains to what we were talking about in the article. But alright. The point is, factually, Amber is traveling around the world. We don't know who's paying, so I'm going to assume it's not her money. And Lizette says, I would think this would actually have become a Media Storm story, so I'm very suspect of the screen capture and the story. CCTV has actual video, not just a blurry screenshot, which is a fair point. A counterpoint someone said was that because it's very damaging to Amber, it might not get out. However, there's quite a few middle players and quite a few people on Johnny's side also that would probably spread this around if they got the chance. And Glitter Beauty says, listen, I don't like Amber. I think she's a liar and an abuser, but do you have a link to the article? I can't find it anywhere. So yeah, getting back to what I was saying before, if there's no link, which I usually don't do, just because I cut and paste my description stuff, you should at least say who printed the article. That's pretty much as good as a link because then people can find it. And I know you don't want to publish something that's hot off the press and have every other creator make a video about your video. However, that's part of the game. That's just what this is all about. And your credibility will go up more if you actually include sources. You don't have to include all the details, every little last thing, just a way to confirm that it didn't come from you or some other source that might have just thrown it out there without having a source. Anyway, there it is one more time. I'll give this one 10% maybe true, 90% probably not. But you never know. 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, whatever, we might just be hearing, wow, this happened. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Gotta say one more time, nothing against Joseph, just saying, just a little bit more detail would be nice. And also, shout out to Mexican Iron Man who stopped by here. I've known him for a long time. He's got a channel, maybe check it out. His most recent video was 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so there you go, that seems pretty good. And if you're not subscribed here and you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. Rant done for now. See you next time. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that, and I like to get a I'm doing take 2, take 3, take 4. I'm doing outtakes all night. Here we go again. Take 2 or 3 or who the hell knows.